Hey guys, welcome back to another League Racing highlights video, and tonight it is EOR round, I don't know anymore. We're back in Austria though. It is a track that I've already raced before in WR, as you guys have seen on my previous video, where we did the two-stop and we won the race actually. Sorry about spoiler alert, a bit late, but this is Austria once again, so we are a bit more prepared than some other people. Obviously, I didn't put too much time into it because, again, I was already prepared from WR a little bit. So we come in a little bit rusty, but the first session in Q1, we have rain coming, and that is why we are out straight away at the beginning of Q1. It's going to be a one... Whoa, that was a crazy spin on the hairpin. I completely forgot about that. But it is a one-shot quali for Q1 here. We're going to stay on board because I think it's going to start raining during the lap, and it's just a matter of getting a clean lap without invalidating, because if you invalidate, you can basically count yourself out. There is no way to improve anymore. But so far, apart from the hairpin, the lap looks alright. We do a 1-0 split, not the greatest, but good enough to do a clean lap. We don't get the bump there, as Angelo goes P1 with a 0.8 at the moment, which he will be easily through with. And down to 6th gear, down to 5th, cut the last corner. Shanaka goes P1 with a 0.02, and then myself in P3 with a 0.98. Shanaka is my teammate for tonight. And also, if you guys haven't seen, this will be my last race for TF10, as I have now joined Tatum Restec TRT. It's been a huge news in social media. It really exploded more than I expected, but I've gotten a very nice welcome, and I will be racing for them in the new EOR Race Tech Championship that will be starting soon, actually on Saturdays, I think at 8 p.m. They will be streamed on my channel, of course, and on their EOR channels too. So if you guys want to tune in for those races, make sure to come check us out. There's a big prize pool of more than 1,000 to 2,000 euros or something like that, and also a fully paid trip to Jeddah for the Grand Prix. So a lot of money on the line and a cool little prize to win for us. So we will be competing. I know there's also going to be Ferrari competing in there, so the likes of Barry, Isma, John, etc., and all the best teams that have qualified for it. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to do that one as well on Saturdays. So yeah, my schedule is getting pretty full lately, to be honest, but I'm enjoying racing. Of course, it's not the best game to race in with all the slipstream problems and the DRS trains, but I just feel like I'm a bit behind in terms of prep, being alone basically, and not having a team around me anymore. It's much harder than you guys think when you're alone, so yeah, it just takes me that much more time to prepare for a race. But anyway, this was my first... Oh, sorry, this was the end of Q2 where it stopped raining. It was once again a one-shot quali, and Shanaka goes P1, myself in P3, and Nathan, Carlos, Francesco, and Enzo are out. I just didn't see who was in P15, but yeah, this is my first run in Q3. We now have 3 sets of tires because we only used one in Q1 and only one in Q2. Very bad lap, 0.18, nothing competitive. But here's my second lap, and we are half a second up, so we're on for a really good lap here. Onto the last corner we go. We bottom out a bit too much and we go deep, and we validate.
How did I bottom out like that at the...
We would have been P2, I believe, at this point, but yeah, the lap was very good, and unfortunately invalidated it. So we're looking to maybe match the delta. Actually, no, the delta is still from the 3.1, so the delta is going to be very green throughout the whole lap. But I'm looking to get into the top 3 positions, of course. Austria, very easy, well, easy compared to the other tracks, easy track to overtake. So if you start in the top, you have a good chance of winning. And that hairpin was just absolutely crazy. I even said it during my lap because that was just the best hairpin I've ever done in Austria in any F1 game. I think that hairpin absolutely carried this lap. As you're going to see now, the lap is looking crazy good. With a 5-5 split, we get the bump in Sector 3, which cost us around a 10th well, I don't know a tenth exactly, but usually if you get the bump, that's how much time you lose. But we do a really good last two corners as well. We get a good cut up to the white line. 7/10 up. What is it going to give us? A 4-6.
Crazy.
All
What
possible.
a lap.
What in
Right,
the
my
middle is that?
7.
That middle sector
5-5
absolutely
split,
carried.
Man, I'm
the
telling
whole
you,
lap.
bro. Q3 in session grip is just built different.
As Harlem says. Yeah, the
but it
grip
is.
in a Q3 session with all these
might
cars
have
on
a-
the track is
We might have a race.
quite high. So that's why we often come close to our PBs online, if not PB. Like that was my PB. So yeah, you could tell by my reaction as we're going to be starting on the medium tires, of course, once again. Angelo is P2, Tony P3, Nicaro P4, and my teammate in P5. Hopefully he can get a good start and get himself in the top 4 positions. Coming into this, we had a two-stop plan. Once again, just like WR, we believed that the two-stop was not just easier, but also potentially better to win the race. And of course, we wanted to win the race. And doing a one-stop is extremely risky. And if you haven't practiced it, it's very tough. I know Angelo's practiced the one-stop a lot. And that's why I was pretty confident that he was going to attempt it this race. And saying that, I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to push this first stint because I don't really care about these mediums. I don't need them for a long time. I need to push and make Angelo push as well to stay in the DRS train so he can ruin his tires a bit more than he would like to. So that is my plan coming into this race, as the gap is already 6/10. You can tell he's already saving the tires from lap 1. The gap is going up to 8/10, I believe now, yeah. Just about 8/10, but it wasn't enough to get rid of him from the DRS, because you can see already on lap 2 the DRS is activated. So yeah, he already has DRS for this straight. You can see he's going to gain a bunch of lap time on the delta on the top left. Yeah, so I just decided to stop pushing the ERS. I'll just drive quickly without pushing the ERS, if that makes any sense. We're going to skip onto lap 7, and Angelo's still behind me. We're still in the same positions, and I believe we have the first pitters. A few people already have pitted a bit early, but I think some of them had damage and some of them just went for a crazy strat. But many people behind us pitted, and including Shanaka. So Shanaka was the first car on track to pit. So our strategy was to get Shanaka ahead of the group with me and have a 1-2, well, net 1-2 on track to control the pace and manage the race from there. So Angelo, as you can see, will keep going as we expected, and very good pit entry there to not lose any time because it's going to be close. They're going to undercut me quite a bit, so if I had a good in-lap and a good pit entry,
Everyone wants to do the two-stop after seeing WR.
there's a chance I'm going to stay ahead. So that is the plan. And every single person basically went for the two-stop. Look at the minimap. Everybody pitted the lap before. And it is only Angelo on a one-stop. So yeah, I think everyone's been watching WR and saw that the two-stop was better. But yeah, we come out just in front of Shanaka, which is exactly what we wanted, and it's perfect. Now we can work together to manage the gap and basically push as much as we can, because once again, we don't need these tires for too long. And the gap to Angelo is quite substantial. So we're on lap 12 now, and we are catching Josh, who I believe maybe had damage or had the connection issues, and he was all the way at the back, which is very unfortunate for him. Yeah, I'm sure he would have done much better than this. So yeah, we just get past him for free. He doesn't hold us up because he knows his teammate is right behind us, Ben Sabokonyi, and he wants his teammate to do well. So if he holds us up, he only helps Angelo by doing that. So it just made no sense, and we knew that, so we didn't expect any fight. As we're going to skip on to lap 16. Yes, Angelo is still going at lap 16, which is crazy first stint by Angelo. And we've brought the gap down 10 seconds, so it's down to 7.3 seconds. But now he will have much fresher tires than us, so he will be a little bit quicker potentially than us. But he still does have to save tire to make it to the end of the race. So that is our only hope, that he just gets caught up in the train and having to save tires, and me and Shanaka can just fully push until the end of the race. As we're now on lap 18, and I believe
35.
the first Ferrari is pitting, Daniel Kjelsen, and we expected him to maybe pit crazy early to do a very good, very big undercut on the rest of the train
It doesn't even.
and then get on in front of this train and hold everyone up. You see what I mean? Yes, to maybe help Angelo,
Has
but
Angelo been quicker than us?
as I'm going to look at the minimap now, Daniel's actually
No, he's
been
getting
held.
up. They're getting held up. No, keep going.
I say we
Getting
should
held
keep
up by
going.
Daniel. Look at the minimap.
I say Daniel is holding up the field, but it's I didn't mean actually Daniel. I meant to say Daniel is getting held up by one of the cars, and that meant that that whole train lost a bunch of race time and helped us a lot to maybe go a bit longer and have even fresher tires and still come out in front.
Type it.
As we're now lap 21, Shanaka goes one extra lap because obviously we can't pit together. But I myself will pit now and see how far back we come out. Crazy pit
The
entry.
entries are on point.
Yeah, that was a very close pit entry once again. Really extracting all the time I possibly can. And Angelo is now coming through now, and he's pretty far ahead, not gonna lie, guys. This is not like WR where we came out in the train. He's pretty far up the road, so we're gonna have to push more than anticipated. But we do come out just behind Tony and Benz, which could be worse, could be better.
I have 2 laps fresher, no?
But I have 2 laps fresher than Tony, so hopefully I can just pass him with outright pace and not get held up for too long. But yeah, and then I'm gonna get behind Benz, and hopefully Benz is quick enough to catch Angelo relatively quickly, because the gap is still quite big, and there is still 12 laps to go, of course, so we will catch him eventually. As we go down the inside of Tony, of the hairpin here, he leaves us the room, doesn't fight it too much. I think he knows I'm a bit faster now with the tires, and I can maybe drag him closer to Angelo. So yeah, here we are on lap 29. We have been saving tires a lot behind Benz, but I can see that Benz is not catching that quickly on Angelo, and it's starting to get me worried a bit, and I decided to take matters into my own hands and overtake him and do this myself, to get the DRS of Angelo as early as possible, because the longer we go into the race, the less delta between the tires there is, so the earlier I can pass him, the better. And here, lap 24, we have now caught him, just behind him now, and we have a great shot at overtaking him with 2 laps to go. But as you can see here, I see there's a chance on the inside, but I decide not to take it and go for it in the next straight. I thought I would have a much better exit than I did, and I thought I would be way closer, but nonetheless, we are still on for the move here, as he leaves a little bit of room down the inside. We go down the inside here into turn 4. We lock up a little bit, but we keep the car on track. We don't touch Angelo, and we get the move done. Now, controversially, I would say, I got a penalty for that move, which I find baffling, honestly. They say that I was not in control of my car and that I didn't deserve space. Honestly, I don't even know what to say to that, because I just feel that was just a very fair and square move. Didn't touch him, didn't push him, didn't do anything, but I got a penalty. So I actually finished P2 in this race. I got a 1 second penalty, so just about behind Angelo. And Shanaka does finish in P4. Unfortunately, couldn't get past Benz just at the end, but
Benz was really struggling.
yeah, thank you guys for watching today's race. Make sure to come check out the Saturdays at 8 p.m. for the new EOR Race Tech Championship. It's going to be very, very good. Very, very entertaining for you guys to watch. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.